These are visuals coming from early this morning from Bihar as well as Uttar Pradesh, where a train was torched first in Lakhisarai, and then we also have visuals of this train being torched in Samistipur. The train has also been vandalized at the railway station in Balia. They smashed windows of a train, a huge mob that did descend upon the railway station in Balia. However, the police did manage to bring the situation under control. In Buxar, tires have been burned, and these are visuals from early this morning. Those are visuals from the railway station at Balia in Uttar Pradesh, where a huge mob, a huge crowd reached the railway station early this morning in order to vandalize the coaches, the train there. There you can see lathis being used to break the windows of the trains at the railway station in Balia. This at a time when the centre has raised the age limit for the Agnipath military recruitment scheme. They've raised that age limit for the year 2022 from 21 to 23. This is amid nationwide protests that have been taking place since yesterday. We saw 10 states where protests took place. In order, they are asking for a rollback as far as this recruitment plan is concerned. The government said in a release that the upper age limit for the recruitment process under this scheme will now be increased to 23, and that's only for 1 year, the year 2022. But we can see that protests continue. That hasn't really helped the situation. We have my colleague Alok joining us. Alok, we have visuals on our screen from Balia early this morning when we can see this huge mob, this huge crowd that descended upon the railway station.
Well, I can update you that there's been further vandalism, and perhaps we should try and take those shots on air when we can. There's been more vandalism at the Balia railway station, and as we speak, a coach of a train that was standing in the washing pit of the Balia railway station was set on fire. There are dramatic shots from there, and they show that this was a train that was standing in the washing pit, like I said, and a mob descended on it and they set a train coach on fire. So the visuals that you see are of policemen, railway policemen, train officials, railway officials, trying to separate that coach or those coaches or to try and salvage the rest of the coaches in the train, and then try and douse the fire in one of the train coaches that have caught fire. So that's the latest update from Balia. Balia is an eastern UP district which is on the Bihar border.
Right, Alok, we have visuals of smoke billowing from that train that was set on fire. These visuals are, in fact, quite when we are seeing these visuals, you can see the extent of damage that has been created due to that mob that's vandalized that train at the railway station in Balia.
Well, yes, Divya, you're absolutely right. These are horrific visuals, and these are not, it's really undesirable for something like this to happen. And what kind of a protest entails the destruction of public property like this is a question that everyone who is protesting or everyone who is, who feels aggrieved by the government move should ask themselves, because, burning a train, stoning a train, vandalizing property, what purpose does it serve? But here you have these visuals. Manishji, our colleague from Bihar, has been sending so many visuals from so many districts there of vandalism, etc. And, really serving no end except to cause the destruction of public property. And similar themes seem to be playing out in Balia, which is right across the Bihar border in eastern UP. And our contributor there is just sending us more updates that, at least two express trains that were passing through Balia and were static on the Balia platform have also been vandalized. He says that one of them is the Sialda Express and the other is the Balia Lokmanya Tilak Terminal Express. So this one, the second train would be originating from Balia and going to Lokmanya Tilak, which is in Mumbai. So again, this vandalism, just an hour ago, Divya, you and I were discussing how the police claims that they have managed to convince the protesters to, keep it peaceful, to disperse, etc. And now you have these visuals. One doesn't envy the police or the administration. You see, they have their hands full. Today is also the day of Friday prayers. There was violence last week during those prayers, not in Balia, but in some other places, but all districts are on alert. And then you have this situation related to the Agnipath scheme. Again, like I said, some of this is really very disheartening to see too, because while one may have issues with a certain scheme of the government, but it doesn't mean that this will happen. At the same time, one must also say that one hopes that at least in UP,
Right.
the administration will come down hard on this vandalism and protest too, in a manner
Right.
that they did related to last week's violence.
Alok, just stay with us. We'll come back to you. We also have Manish joining us from Bihar. Manish, with these visuals that we have on our screen, first we've just seen the situation in Balia in Uttar Pradesh, but also we're seeing the similar situation in Samastipur. Protesters setting fire to a train in in areas of Lucky. In fact, we are seeing many visuals coming out of Bihar this morning. These are protests that have taken place. That train that's been set on fire in Samastipur. Also, Lucky Sarai in Bihar, where the youth are protesting against the Agnipath scheme. Take us through the situation on the ground. What's happening?
The situation on the ground is volatile, and it seems that the district administration or the state government is once again caught off guard today, and everywhere the railway properties of railways has been, the main target of protesters. So far, we have the visuals from two places. One, from early morning from the Mohati Nagar railway station on the Barauni-Hajipur railway line, which is also under the Samastipur district administration-wise. And there, Jammu Tawi express trains, 2 bogies were put on fire. But now we are getting the latest visual of Sampark Kranti Express, and the bogies of which were put on fire on the outer side of the Samastipur railway station. We have those visuals also. Besides that, railways properties at Lucky Sarai, which is on the Howrah route, Patna-Howrah route between the Lucky Sarai and Patna, that was also vandalized by the protesters. And besides that, at Bihar station also there is a massive damage to the railways properties, the signal room and all, and the other properties were damaged. They were put on fire. So it seems this agitation is really spreading. And we have those shots from the Lakminia railway station on the Begusarai Khagaria railway line. From there also there are reports of damage. The visuals are confirming that. So it seems this announcement of relaxation seems to have little or no effect on the protesters today, and that is why this protest is escalating. Maybe the situation has been compounded by BJP's problem has been aggravated by Janata Dal United, because it has completely washed off its hands. It has urged the central government to roll back this Agnipath scheme. It is not in the interest of the students, and that has put the pressure on the district administration to use any kind of force, because somewhere Janata Dal United, by opposing this new scheme, has given a signal that there should be no or very little force should be used against the protesters.